How are you? I am here. I am live. Yippee. How is everyone doing? I'm okay. Yesterday I was just exhausted because I did not sleep, literally did not sleep all night the night before, which was my own stupid fault. But anyway, I couldn't stay awake last night. So here I am. I hope everybody's well. Thank you for joining me. We have a lot of cards to make tonight. And if you watched the embellishments on the 11th, we're going to make some cards with that, all of those items. And we're also going to make one other card. In fact, we're going to make the other card first because it's in line with what I did for Craft Our Paper Stash this morning. So just a few reminders. You're doing okay. It's hot and muggy here again still. And they keep threatening rain on us, and we haven't seen it, and we need it at this point. Anyway, just a reminder that the Designer Series paper sale is going on still till August 2nd. And hand-penned is the paper I used for the Craft Our Paper Stash cards this morning. So these 9 papers are on sale. We're actually going to use a little bit of In Good Taste in one card tonight. And okay, I don't think any of the other ones are in here, but we'll see. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is the next paper pumpkin, which you have to sign up for by the 10th of August, between now and the 10th of August, is going to be called Hope Box. It's a special box. It was created in part with one of the co-founders of Stampin' Up, Shelly, who is our CEO, Sarah's mother. And yeah, it's supposed to make 9 cards in coordinating envelopes. The box is designed to be a keepsake box, keep mementos of cherished memories, etc., etc. Uplifting sentiments, promoting emotional connection, and growing friendships. And it looks really pretty. I see a butterfly in there. I don't know if that's going to be in it because I saw a video that Shelly did on the Stampin' Up or on the Paper Pumpkin channel. And she said something about the butterfly she showed wasn't going to be in there, but it looks like there is some kind of butterfly in there. Anyway, Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Melon Mambo, Petal Pink Pool Party, and Poppy Parade. Looks like it's going to be a bunch of pretty colors. I'm excited for that one. And lastly, I have one little announcement. This stamp set had been pulled. It's in the annual catalog on page 101. If you have the catalog, just scratch that one off because they've decided to continue to just not make it available for forever, which is sad because it was a really pretty set. However, they're not still getting consistent results with it the way it's supposed to, so they've decided to pull it. So their quality control is pretty strict, as many of us know. Donna, hi, welcome. Yeah, us too. I've been busy, so I haven't been able to get around to a lot of people's channels like I'd like to. I try and watch the people in the same collabs I'm in, and then occasionally other stuff. I just don't get to it all the time. Okay, so before we get into the embellishments on the 11th cards, we're going to make one card in the style that I made for the Craft Our Paper Stash cards this morning's collab video, which used this hand pen petals bundle, and I'm going to use that again, but I'm going to use a brand new available as celebration item, August 3rd for customers, and it's free with a $50 order. It's called Beautifully Penned, and it's very similar to the hand pen papers, except that it's all black and white. And I showed this in my haul video from Stampin' Up. So anyway, I picked out this piece of paper But I wanted to give measurements and everything because I don't know if I did that in the video this morning. So this is just a piece of basic black cardstock, and it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And this is a piece cut out from the paper, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. So let's just go ahead and glue that down. You're doing better. What? You were in the hospital? Oh my word. What happened? I knew you were having a rough time before, but I hadn't heard you were in the hospital. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's that. And then the piece that goes in the center is 2 1/4 by 4, except that it's 8 by 2 1/4. And you just score it on the 4 because that's going to go right here. And we're going to have a piece on the inside to write on, and that's going to be 2 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that one in. Oh no. Wow. You have just had a rough time, I'll tell you. Well, we're glad you didn't, for sure. Okay, now I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I did on the ones this morning, because this stamp set doesn't have a whole lot of skinny things. So on the ones that in the color versions this morning, I was using this and this little stamp here and stamping backgrounds on designer paper. But I'm not going to use the designer paper. Instead, this time I'm going to take this big image and I'm going to stamp it in black on white, and then I'm going to die cut it, and we're going to try something and see if it works. Another option you could do is just leave this black and stamp with Versamark and heat emboss with white, but I kind of want more white than that, so I'm going to stamp the flower in black and white. On a piece of paper that's too big, it will not all fit on there. But we're going to try this and see. Then I'm going to cut this down to be 2 inches. I might even make it 2 1/4. And I'm going to have to see how I want to do that. I kind of want to center it. So let me bring a little trimmer in. Yeah, definitely healing hugs and prayers. Oh my gosh. All right, first of all, let me trim this to the very edge, but I'll pry more of that off. I'm going to flip it around. See, if I just go to the 2, it's going to lop off a good bit of the leaves. So I'm going to go to 2 1/2 first. And then let me see. I think I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off each side still. So this will bring it to 2. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to take an 1/8 off this side and an 1/8 off the other side. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Sometimes I'm stupid. Let me find another scrap of basic white that's big enough for this flower. Oh boy, I said I was going to die cut it, and then I proceeded not to. Ay, ay, ay. All right, basic white, where are you? Here you are. All right, disregard that. That was trash. I'm going to cut a scrap because I don't have another scrap. All right, and I'll just make it 3 inches. Ay, 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 off to a bad start. That's because I haven't made this yet before. Sometimes I am, Donna. Sometimes I am. I'm getting senile too, I think. At my ripe young age, which I won't disclose. Oh boy. It might be pretty. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay. Now what I had intended to do is actually get the die out and die cut it and then glue it onto that top part. So we have a die, an outline die that should die cut this out pretty well, I think. Maybe. There. Let me get my little bitty tape. So we are joined also by Miss Callie, but she's sound asleep down here. I don't know how she can sleep. Cats have a life, I'll tell you what. You too, you think? Oh gosh. It isn't easy getting old, that's for sure. And I'm in the young stages of old. The young stages of old. I have the noisy air conditioner on again because it's so hot outside and inside. And of course I'm upstairs, which is always hotter. Ugh. All right, so here's my flower. Let me put my die back. And put these away. If this doesn't work, I have a plan B, which would be what I did with the the ones this morning. All right, let me move that out of the way. Let me bring my bits over. So now what I just thought I'd do is kind of go like that, and all I have to cut off then is that little bit of leaf there. And then we're going to stamp thanks first. And this will have to be trimmed also because it's too big. And I'm going to do that in black on white as well. Okay. And I'm going to cut that to exactly 2 inches. Actually, I'll cut it to 2 and a half. 2 1/4, because that's what that is, I think. I think that's what I said in the beginning. All right, so let's try this. We're going to go ahead and glue this down like this. Now, everybody else that's not saying, oh my gosh, you can keep that temperature. You have a challenge going on? I haven't been doing a whole lot of those lately, but we'll see. I'll look at it. All right, so again, I'm going to try and get as much of this on here as I can. So we'll just be cutting off some of the leaves. And we wouldn't even have to cut off some of the leaves because when you put this down, it won't really interfere. Maybe we won't. It won't really interfere with anything. We're going to bump that up on dimensionals. And you really, actually, you know what? Let me trim that down just a tad also on top and bottom. I want it a little thinner than that. I'm just doing like 1/8 of an inch off the top and the bottom because I didn't have any 3/4 inch strips, so now it is. All right, and now let's bump that up on dimensionals, and maybe we need 3. So this is pretty much how I made the cards for the collab this morning. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue. I think I'm not going to cut those off. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. And I just eyeball. If you want to be precise, you can measure, but I eyeball about where the center is, and sometimes I get it, and sometimes I don't. I line the bottom up with the edge of the paper, but really what I do then is slide it so the top lines up with the top of the designer paper, and then hold it, rub it, show it some love. And then we're just going to put this little black and white twine from it's in the annual catalog. It's from the Pampered Pets combo pack, and I think we'll put that right about there. And then that is as easy as those cards are, except when you do silly things like I did the first time. You could also put some rhinestone embellishments or something on, but I'm not going to do that right now. So that's card number 1. Didn't have anything to do with embellishments on the 11th, but I think it's pretty. And it doesn't open. And since this is a black background, I would probably put another piece of white on the back just to give it a little more strength. And also, if that wasn't enough room to write a little thank you, you know, you could flip it over and write more. So there's card 1. Thank you. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as they say, right? Okay, let me move that out of the way. And now we're going to do the ones from the collab. So I did one already. The collab, this was one of the embellishments. It's a border. So what we're using now is the Festive and Bright bundle. But I'd already made a bunch of strips, 2 for Christmas, 2 for Halloween, and 2 for Thanksgiving, I'll say, and some little die cuts and things. So I have them all set, ready to go. I'm also going to use, that goes with that, on the inside of this card and the next one we're going to make, I used a sentiment out of A Wish for Everything, which says, wishing you a trick-or-treating, candy-eating, frightful, delightful time. Now, just so you know, this is in the mini catalog that goes into effect August 3rd. It's not available yet. The new mini has this in it as a bundle. This is in the annual catalog. It's a two stamp set plus some dies, and it's carried over like for a long time. Let me sit these somewhere, because so on this one, what I did is I took the dies and bring them back up here. And these were for the witch's hat. I took the one, I marked mine, it says Hat Bright. And I just I figured out, I actually did this first, colored it in, and then die cut it with 2 dies, right? I put this on a, well, I'm going to show you in a minute, but I put this on a Highland Heather piece of card, and then I taped this onto it and die cut the edge off. And then I put a strip of paper about 1.5 inches or 1.25 inches or something like that on the inside, and then a piece of white over here to stamp the sentiment on. And then this is a strip of that same paper, and that paper is also available August 3rd, and it's called Cute Halloween. Cute, cute Halloween. And I think, I don't remember if that's on the back of, which one that's on the back of. Hang on. It might be this black one. Here's a piece of it. Let me see if I can figure out which paper this is. Okay, on the back of it, it has little candies and stuff. So the dots is actually the front of the paper. And then what I did, these circles, I actually used the a different die that's in the annual catalog. The one called Picture This, and it's the circle one. So I just cut out, I used the pieces that came out, I used 2 of them to put the ghosts on that I had cut out for the embellishments, 2 of them. Spooky is in the stamp set, and here's the label, and I backed it on a black label. So that's how I did that one. We're going to do something similar with the next one. And let me put this on there so I don't lose it. Okay, and then I also used the matte black dots to embellish here, here, and under there. And the ribbon, which will be available on the 3rd, gingham ribbon in black and white. And it's a thin gingham. It's only, I think, 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch. Really nice ribbon. I like it a lot. So I thought that was really cute. So we're going to do this one a little different. And then I'm going to show you another card. And then on the next one, actually after this, we'll do that same kind of die cut, okay? So on this one, I decided, let me see, let me think what I decided. Oh no, we're going to do the same thing. Okay. Okay, on this one, what we're going to do a little different is I'm going to put the whole piece of paper down. Like here, I didn't bring the paper all the way over to the edge because I wanted some of the purple to show. In this case, I don't really want the paper to show, but I made it 5.5 by 4. So I did, and I'm going to actually glue this down and put it over so that there's just a little bit of purple showing over here. Okay. Then we're going to glue this down where we want it. And then we're going to die cut it. And we could also use the other side that says boo, 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 but I don't want to. Now, also one other thing, this little ghost cuts out. And I did that on one of them. So we are going to use, I think I also punched out a ghost, went around the edge of it in black, and drew my own little eyes, cheeks, and mouth on, but it doesn't, I didn't draw the rest of the trick-or-treat bag and stuff on, but I think we'll use the cute one that I punched out of the paper, and that's with the punch that comes with the cute Halloween. It's just called Halloween Punch. It has your ghost, your black cat, which is another piece of paper you can cut them out of, and your pumpkin, which I found a little hard to get out of the paper, but you can. It works. It's just a little tricky. You just might ruin some of your other paper in doing that. And I don't know what I do with the good pumpkin. I don't know. I had 3 pumpkins and I don't know what I do with the other one. Oh well. Okay, let's do this. Let me get rid of this out of the way. This out of the way. All right. So let's glue this down. Hi Heather, welcome. We're making cards. Well, I made one card like I did for Craft Our Paper Stash this morning, but I used the new Celebration paper, which is like the hand penned, and just made a black and white one instead. I think it looks pretty nice. So now we're making a card similar to this one, but with different paper. A little bit different style. All right, now I'm going to get some tape here, washi tape, and we're going to tape this down. Let's see. I think I want the broom to show. I'm going to just tape it right there for a second. And then I'm going to get the die that's the hats right, because there's 2 for each piece. And we're actually going to tape that on too. And I'm going to die cut through the designer paper. Let me make sure. I think I'm going to bring it over just a little bit closer to the edge. There, right about there. Now let me get some more washi tape if I can figure out what I did with it. I can't. I don't know what I did with my washi tape. I lost my washi tape. I'm going to have to use purple tape, which I really don't like to do, but you know, we'll do this. All right, so let's get this back in order here. I'm trying to make sure I line it up so because I don't want to cut any more of that off, right? I'm going to bring this up here and go like this. And let's see. Now, when I run this through the machine, I have to run it through straight because this is 5.5 inches and I can't fit it in on a diagonal. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through the machine and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a moment. And my machine is right here. And the die keeps shifting on me. Hang on. There we go, I think. Yeah, don't do that. Let's see. Okay. I might have it now. Okay, let's try it. Hopefully I did that good. I think it shifted again a little bit, but we'll see. And it will pop like that because it's going straight in instead of on an angle. All right, and let's carefully peel off our tape. Did it cut through? Yes, it did. Okay. So now we have this funny looking shape, right? Now we're going to glue this down also. Right along the edge there. Which I could have done before it probably would have been smarter to glue that down before I ran it through the die cut, but I wanted to make sure it worked right. So now I'm just going to glue that right along the edge there. Oops. And all this coloring was done for the embellishments on the 11th. I'm not going to glue all the way to the bottom there because we're going to have to snip part of this off the bottom. And so what I do is I glue it down and then flip it over and make sure there's no white showing on the back, and there's not. Okay. Then on the inside, we're going to put this black and white polka dot piece, and it's cut 5.5 by just 1 inch this time. I think the other one was either 1 1/4 or 1.5 in the first card. So this is a little bit different paper because I didn't want the same purple paper. And actually, I'm going to bring it in just a little bit so a tiny little sliver of the purple shows behind it. And we're going to go ahead and put this white in too, which is risky since I didn't stamp on it yet, but oh well. And I'm going to snug that right up against that paper. Then we'll finish decorating the front. Ugh. No, 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 no. Don't be in crooked. Come on. There we go. There we go. And you'll have a little bit purple showing on the inside edge, and that's fine. Okay, now we have to decorate. Thank you. I think, and wait till you see the other ones too. All right, so I have here one of the labels from the dies, and I stamped the spider on, and he's going to go right up here. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I chopped off the other end of the label. This is what it normally looks like. So it just looks like it's hanging down from the ceiling, right? Spooky. Okay, glue, come on. You're not that old. You shouldn't be doing this to me. You're not as old as I am. Right up to the top there. And then this is one of the circles from that, this and, what do you call that? This and that dies. Picture this dies. We're going to kind of put that here with our little ghost on. I'm just going to try and remember placement stuff. We're going to cut this in half just like I did on this one so that it looks on either side, and then we'll put this here, and then I don't know where I want to put this one yet. We might bump this one up somewhere too. Oh, I have another little circle. We're going to put that down here like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to glue this one on first. So these are circles that just came out of the picture this black. And I might bump that up. I might bump that one up too. How are you doing, Heather? Slow night tonight. I guess everybody's mad because I didn't do Wednesday. I apologize for that. I just couldn't. I would have been falling asleep while I was trying to craft. Anyway, much better today. Had a pretty productive day. And tomorrow night I get to babysit overnight. Yay! That'll be fun. All right, so I just cut the black. I cut the label in black. And I am going to just put glue down on the part that has the curves and just up to about there. And then we're going to position this down a little bit from the top. And that gives us a little bit of a black edge on the top part. Just hold it for a minute so it doesn't wiggle. And then we're going to do the same thing. Let me see. Yeah. With the other half. Usually I do it on the sides and turn it this way. And go like that. And then we'll bump that up also. It makes it pop off the page a little more. Now we do have also black dimensionals. I think we still have them, which I have. You know what? I ought to check that. I'm not even sure. I shouldn't say that. I'll have to look in the annual catalog and see. We did have black dimensionals. I can't remember if we do anymore. I'm going to put that here. And then we have this little ghost that came out of the dies related to this. Which I got sticky on there somewhere. Okay. And that one we're just going to glue down somewhere down here. And the ghost too, we'll just glue down. This was ghost number 3 because I used the other 2 on this card. And there's 3. I think I die cut 3 the first time. And then we'll bring in the black matte dots again. We might put a little bow right up there too with that same twine. We'll see. And I'll put one here, one here, and I think I'll put one like right about here. Let's see how the twine looks. Just right there, because I just don't like how that looks. Just a little. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. I know the ghosts are, aren't they, with their little pink cheeks and stuff. And there's all different ones, but the one that cuts out is just that one. All right, so cut this, cut that a little shorter, because I just want a tiny little bow up at the top. So I need a glue dot. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, I think I like that. Just felt like it needed a little something up there. So this is the Halloween one. Done 2 different ways. One having the paper go all the way to the witch's hat. I kind of like it better this way, but I don't know. And then actually I am going to go ahead and try to stamp this straight. This is from the A Wish for Everything that's in the annual catalog. And by the way, this is the host code for June. I'm sorry, for July. I lost a month, I think. I lost a month. So any orders under 150, please use that. And thank you to those who have ordered this month. And it's a little bit crooked, but oh well. Can't redo. No redos if you already glue it in, which is why you shouldn't do that. All right, so there's Halloween. Let me show you one other version. This one, again, used that Picture This set. But I used the Cute Halloween bundle, which is in the mini. Oh, I have another kitty cat on the floor. I bet my pumpkin's down here too. Cutest Halloween. I used the Trick or Treat. Here's another ghost cut out. And then these are just bits of different papers. Here's the haunted house out of this paper. And I just cut it. When I cut the ghost out, it left like an odd piece of paper. But I was able to get enough to get that house out. So I put it in there. This is that same paper. So I cut out the holes from this design in the paper. And then here's Boo, which is, I think, the back of this paper. And sort of Chicken Scratch, which is the back of another paper. And then I used the gingham ribbon at the top because this was on a scrap and it was kind of weird. And then I just took Wink of Stella and splattered it all over. And the last thing I did on that one was we have these new coming August 3rd Cute Stars adhesive back sequins. And I forget the colors, but Pumpkin Pie, I think Highland Heather, but they're iridescent. And it said, I remember it said glittery black, but they're, or sparkly black, but they're just shiny black. But I used the black twice, the purpley ones. I thought I used two, but I guess I just used one, and two orange ones. The orange one's sort of iridescent too. I guess they all are. I don't know. Anyway, and inside you put a smile on my face, which is out of that one also. So I thought that was cute as well. So that is the Halloween cards. And then we're going to switch gears to Christmas. So cute, cute, cute. Anyway, and yeah. All right. So Christmas, that Festive and Bright has Christmas bulbs and a garland. And this paper is out of the, can you guess? It took me a minute to find it again. I knew I had seen it. It's out of the Sweet Stockings paper, which has the doggies and kitties. But it also had this paper, and the back is like a pool party. So we're going to use that instead because it goes perfectly with this bundle and called what's this bundle called? What is this bundle called? Festive and Bright, I believe. Festive and Bright. This is the one we're using. And so I stamped Festive and Bright in Evening Evergreen. So we're going to do a similar thing here. We're going to do a card on Evening Evergreen. And we're going to cover the front again all the way. But I think, and then on the inside, once we die cut that, we're going to put this pool party down so it's not all lights everywhere. Okay. I'm going to glue this, and I'm gluing it over the whole front. Yes, these were in my haul. They were part of the cute Halloween, I think. Hang on. Let me check. Let me find my book. Oh, and I got my catalog, and another customer got their catalogs and celebration brochure, so they are coming out to those who placed orders. I have not ordered mine yet. My catalogs, I mean, for extras. I'm not sure I will. Yes, they're part of the cute Halloween suite next. So that's where I would have showed them. Which had that paper we were using, the stars, the tombstone goodie boxes. I can't say you saw it, but I showed it. So we're going to glue this all the way down. I'm not having the Evening Evergreen show. Oh, come on, glue. You are not empty yet. I know you're not. But he's acting like, oh, there it comes. See? I knew it wasn't empty yet. Yeah, now it's going to blob out on me. Smear that around a little better. All right. And this is cut 5.5 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna really want to make sure it lines up with the edge pretty good, but doesn't need to be so much over on that edge, but I don't want it hanging over this edge either. So now we're going to do that same thing. We're actually going to glue this down, but I need the die that says Lights Right, which would be this one. And this one's a little trickier. Did I get the wrong one? I think I got the wrong label. Hang on. I might have labeled them wrong. I did. I think I did. Yeah, I have to fix my labeling. I put the wrong die on the right label. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and this time I'm going to put the bottom close to the edge because all the lights fit on that way. So I'm going to glue it down first this time. See how that works. Hopefully good. Okay. Now let me use my tape and tape this back on so we can cut the extra card away. I'm going to cut this in half so I can use 2 pieces of it. I don't really want to cut any more off what I already die cut. So I'm going to put it again in the machine like this. Maybe. Yeah, it might be too thick. Shouldn't be. There we go. Getting my workout. All right. So let's carefully pull this off now because I don't want to tear what I already glued down for sure. Yeah, this tape. Ugh. Carefully. There's one. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a sleeper set. I don't think a lot of people would notice it in the catalog, but it's one of those that, oh, see, that's starting to tear the image. Let me try going this way. There we go. I might have to add a little extra glue right there. All right, so now there goes our piece in the die. And now to have that show up better, okay. Before we do that, let's snip off the edges here. Yeah, that blob of glue made my card wet in there. And here. So I'm just snipping off a little bit that was hanging over the edge. And then on the inside, we're going to go ahead and glue this pool party down, which is the back of the lights paper. And I'm going almost all the way over to the edge with that. Okay. There. Doesn't that look cute? Now, let's figure out the rest of the front. So we have 3 little of the balls, the Christmas lights, I mean. We're going to do the same thing with this, except this time I'm going to cut it in half this way. And this is pool party. So it matches the pool party in the lights and in that background paper. And we're going to go ahead and do what we did on the other one, but only on the ends instead of the top and bottom. Get over there, light. And then on this one too. Just again to make it, oops, slid on me. Don't do that. Now to help make that show up a little bit, I have some evening evergreen ribbon, and I hadn't quite decided yet how. I think I'm just going to go like this or just straight up and down. This is too long, obviously. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me snip some of this off. This is in the annual catalog, this evening evergreen ribbon. And I'm just going to get a glue dot and put it up here. And another glue dot. Put it like that. And then we'll pop this up on dimensionals there. And then, let's see, we could have this sticking out like that to bring in the evergreen. I don't know if I like that because I don't have enough of it. But we will, yeah, let me bump that up first. As soon as I find my dimensionals. I lost them. Here they are. And then we also have a Thanksgiving sort of one. Two, actually. I don't know. I have a few more cards. Let's see. Do I want to? I guess I'll put it straight. And then we're going to just put a couple of these in different directions here. And maybe this one will, oops, is that a dimensional paper? That's a dimensional paper sticking out. And then maybe like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll just use two. So we'll do this. I think I'll use the red for sure. And this. I could have one hanging off here with a mini dimensional too. Kind of like threes, you know. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the ball and I'll just glue this little bit. Now these have little, you could actually die cut in like silver and or something and put that on the, or black, and make the part, you know, the socket part be a different color. But there's that card. I have a little, you know what, that tape was sticky. That's what it was. I'll fix that later. And then we have to do the inside. So let's see. Do we have any internal sentiments I could use? Not really. Let me see if there's anything in the A Wish for Everything that would be nice for we could put a merry little wish for lots of joy this season. That would work. I don't know if I have that one punched out. No, I don't. Never mind. We'll just leave it blank on the inside. Or let's see, Festive and Bright. Where's that at again? Yeah, we'll just leave it blank for now and put the white in. We'll just glue that down. Yeah, it's a nice set. All right. It's fun. And you don't, I cut that too long somehow. Hang on. How did I do that? I'm going to have to cut it with scissors. That's really weird. It's like 1/8 of an inch too long. Okay. There. Okay. Get some cleanup going on here. So that's Christmas card number 1. You know what I'm going to do? I do this once in a while. I take my powder thing when things feel tacky and just rub over them with powder, and it takes the sticky away. Because sometimes when I use my glue eraser on designer paper or stamped images, it starts to tear them. I'm going to put my glue in its holder upside down and hope that makes it come out. All right, so we're going to do another one. This one is not Christmas. I only did the one Christmas for now. This one is sort of, I guess, Thanksgiving or whatever. So I have a real red card base, 11.5 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. 11, 8.5 by 11. It's 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. Now, switching papers, and that paper again was out of the one in the mini catalog with the animals on that is called Sweet Stockings. It'll be available August 3rd. Now we're going to use one that was in last year's mini catalog and it's returning, Heartwarming Hugs. And the paper I'm going to use on the next two cards is this one. I'm using this. This is, I believe it's Pear Pizzazz and or Mossy Meadow. I think it's Pear Pizzazz. I'm not sure. So here's what we're going to do. If I can get this apart. We're going to go ahead and glue this down onto the red. And this is cut 5 1/4 by 4. Now this piece is out of the In Good Taste paper, which is on sale right now in the annual catalog. And that is going to be cut 5 1/4 by 3. And I'm going to put it right up here like this and glue it down. I'm kind of lining it up with the gingham check thing there. That's right. There's a couple stamp sets I bought that have multiple purposes. And then we're going to be putting this here. We're going to be putting the Blessed right where that seam is because I don't like that. And then we have 3 little apples with their leaves that we're going to put together and put like this. I hope I have 3 little apples. I did. Oh no. Did I lose my apples? I think I lost an apple or 2. Oh, this is not good. Oh, let me check on the floor. If you guys see an apple laying around, let me know. Anyway, in the meantime, that's the thought. That's the thought process. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put it like this. This one I cut a little bit off. Too close to the one edge, but it's okay. So we're going to put it mostly starting at the top, all the way down that one wood plank there. And then we'll trim it carefully. There we go. Okay, now let's do our sentiment. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I was just going to offset it like that this time. I think I'm going to do it long ways like I did on that one card. I don't have room for it to stick out too far over the edge. So, hello everyone. Say hello. 9 watching. And only like 2 or 3 people commenting. You ate one apple? Nick, shame on you. Is your name Eve? Adam and Eve. Oh, slips. Be careful when you glue these because you really have to hold them in place, or that happens. The glue does not dry right away, which is nice because it gives you a little wiggle room, but it also it can move on you when you don't want it to. There, I think I got it to stay now. I might just have to die cut another one if I can't find it. I'll look around a little more. That's weird. I try to keep everything together, but you know, sometimes I drop stuff on the floor, never to be found again except by the vacuum cleaner. Or the cat, or the bottom of my foot, or something. All right. Does that look all right? I think that looks all right. Push down hard, get the dimensionals. Boom. 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 And boom. You're going to get the deer paper, yeah. I really like that. I like all the Celebration. I like the penguin paper in Celebration too. And the black and white paper I used the first time is, the first card was Celebration. All right. You know what? I'm missing 2 leaves and an apple. Uh-oh. Okay. Panic time. Let me look around. I spent so much time doing them too. How could they disappear on me? How could they do that to me? That's for the inside. Well, you know what? I'm going to do... Oh, I found an apple. I found a leaf. Aha! Well, I'm only missing 1 set of leaves now. That's better. Maybe one won't have a leaf. This one won't have a leaf. And this one... All right, where's my glue dots? We're going to put them on with glue dots. I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of the apple. And attach the leaves to it. And get a hold of it. I'll probably find the other set of leaves right when we're done. I don't know. Do you think I should? I think I'm just going to glue them down. I don't think I'm going to, and you know what? Since I have the glue dots out, we'll just use more glue dots. And they're going to just go down this, this side. And this one has to get leaves. Now, I colored this in. The next card we're going to do, remember I said you could use it as peaches or oranges or something? We're going to make that one too. All right. Well, you may not remember, but if you watched Embellishments on the 11th, you might. Okay, and that one's going to go up here. Stay, leaf. That leaf might have to get a little glue. And then I thought we'd just use red rhinestones, which are in the annual catalog and have been for some time, to add a little sparkly. And one more somewhere. Maybe just over here. There. Cute, right? I like it. That might be my favorite one. I don't know. Kelly, hi Kelly, welcome. We're using the Festive and Bright bundle and related products. This particular paper is Heartwarming Hugs that carried over from last year. It looks like that. And this is out of In Good Taste. We still have to do the inside of this card, and all we're going to do is put a 1/2 inch strip of the paper down the side. And I'm not putting any ribbon or anything on this one. It has enough with the apples and the bling. And I had already stamped the sentiments, which were also out of the Festive and Bright set. Cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Okay, did I miss anybody else? I hope not. Oh, Renee. Hi, Renee. I hope you're still there. Sorry, I got busy and wasn't looking up enough. Okay, so there's our card number, whatever. I can't remember. Let's see. We did this one with hand pen. We still have more. We did this Christmas one out of Festive and Bright, and we did these two Halloween ones. I forgot to cut that off the bottom there too. Good thing I looked. All right, so let's cut that off. Boom, finished. And then we also, I did this not online with you guys, but this is using the cute Halloween paper and punch, the Halloween punch that's coming up in the new catalog, and the stars and the ribbon. And these are using the cute Halloween papers, but the Festive and Bright for the sentiment and the borders and the dies. So, and then Festive and Bright also is the name of it. And then this one also out of the Festive and Bright. And I have one more similar to that one. And that's on Mossy Meadow. We're gonna, again, I had done this on the 11th. And we're going to do the same paper, but this time, this is that new cork paper. It's like a paper bag paper, only thinner. And it has like a cork that's been glued down and sheared off. And we're going to use that instead of the In Good Taste. And so let's get started. We're going to glue this down again. I'm determined to make this glue last the night. Right? Okay, Kelly. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Have a good evening. Yes, the cork paper is really cool. I like it. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and this is, I believe, 2 by 5 1/4. Let me check. Yes, 2 by 5 1/4. So this, you get 2 sheets of 12 by 12 of this cork paper. It is really awesome. I like it. I like that I thought it was going to be a lot thicker, and it's not, which I'm very happy about. So, and we'll line that up a little further over than the last one. Then we're going to do the same thing. This time I had colored it like oranges, and I did cut that in a little too close also. And I'm going to put it up at the I'm going to put it over a little bit because Blessed comes in. I'm going to put it right about there. Let me move it over even a little more still. Yeah, Blessed is going to go right there. So, okay. Same deal. As the last time. I just thought it looked nice for the fall, the cork paper. And let me cut that off now before I forget. Off the bottom. There. Oh, look, I found my other apple stems. Didn't I say that would happen? Oh, well. Then this time, the colors I used in this were Granny Apple Green, actually, on the leaves, light and dark. And then I used a little bit of Calypso Coral and light and dark Pale Papaya. This is Pale Papaya with Calypso Coral stamped on it. And we will bump that up on dimensionals. Just going to use 3 this time. And then I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so for a ribbon or anything. we have pale papaya ribbon, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I brought in linen thread, which is current in the annual catalog. And I think we're just going to put that right there. And put the inside together, and then that card is done. So we're just zooming right through these. Yeah, I guess you could, but pumpkins don't usually grow on things like that. They have other pumpkin sets, but they're not really shaped like pumpkins. But I was thinking peaches, or I think it was Marla said oranges. So they could be either oranges or peaches, in my opinion. All right, now we have to just do the inside again. And I mean, that could be used for any occasion, really. But I think of Thanksgiving, or oops. Well, I'm not happy about that. Turning it over because I got glue on the other part of the card, which I better get off this paper soon or it's going to stick to that. There. Okay. And I'll add a little more glue around the edges there. Boom, boom. And inside. So this one's on Mossy Meadow. Okay. And really, those are all the cards from the Festive and Bright that I had pre-made. Oh, I was going to put, 1 second. I don't know what I did with those. What did I do with those? I had some other bling. Hang on. I was going to use the Genial Gems, which I had out, I thought. But maybe I put them away. I probably did. Okay. Because there's pale papaya in the Genial Gems, right? Or we have these new, no, not feeling those. Or these, we could. All right, where are they? I don't know what I did with them. Maybe they fell down somewhere. Sorry. Anyway, the Genial Gems, which has mint macaron and pale papaya. You could use the pale papaya ones, which I know I had out earlier. Oh, here they are. I found them. I found them. Woohoo! This is pale papaya. And this is mint macaron. So we'll just use a couple of those. Put that right there. I'm going to use another big one. Right there. Give it a little sparkle. There we go. Done. Let's see. Do I want to add my stem onto that apple? Maybe I do. I think I do. Since I found it. I actually didn't buy the pumpkin set this time that they have. It's all pumpkins. There's a really pretty one that has like a design inside the pumpkin. And I wanted just that one, but the other ones are similar, I thought, to things we've had in the past. I didn't get it. I probably should have, because now I have a pumpkin, but it's like a jack-o'-lantern, right? All right, so let me see. Those are really the cards I had ready. And then I have one more, but I hadn't really played around with it. It was going to be another Halloween. Oh, I know what it was. I was using the other paper in the Halloween paper to cut out the kitty and the pumpkin. So I did another picture this. And I thought I'd put it on black cardstock. And then we can stamp a sentiment, but I was bringing in fresh freesia. And the back of this paper is this scritchy scratch. And then have the kitty or something be up here. And the pumpkin can be on the scritchy scratch, or I guess I could stamp in black on there. And then we just have some, let's put scritchy scratch up there. And white down here. And this one can just be like to go on the paper. What do you think? And I think we'll stamp. So this now is using Cutest Halloween because we're using the paper, fresh freeze your cardstock. This is the paper, this is the paper, and basic white. And I think we'll stamp Trick or Treat again. Or, no, I think we'll stamp You Put a Smile on My Face. Or we're going to stamp it in black right on that circle. And then we'll do Trick or Treat on the inside. Where did I go? Here it is. Okay. Because the kitty and the pumpkin are smiling. So that's why I think we should do that. Philomena, hi. We're almost done. This is the last card. I'll show them all again at the end. And many of them were made using the things that I made for embellishments. But this was not one of those. You put a smile on my face. Okay, and then I don't think I have a piece of white cut for the inside yet, so I'll have to wait on that for a minute. But let me clean that stamp so I can put the other one on that block. All right, that's for the inside. All right, so let's glue this down. I'm going to glue the border part of it down. You could actually, if you take your, you could pop this up and make it into a shaker if you wanted to, but I'm not feeling that tonight. So this is from the Picture This Die using the cute Halloween paper. And it's on a piece 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm actually going to glue the sentiment one down. And they're stitched, it cuts them out so they're stitched inside and outside. Any outie. Now, I think I'll glue the circle down and bump the, no, I think this one I'll bump up. This one and maybe the pumpkin, I don't know. Definitely the kitty. Let's bump the kitty up. Right, Callie? She says, I don't care, Mom. Yeah, me too. Oh, Kim, welcome. Yeah. Well, if you stick around, I'll show you all the cards in a minute. I usually have a longer live, but because I already made a lot of the stuff and die cut it on the 11th, or for the 11th collab, it's going rather quickly here. Oh, wait. So now, let's see, what did I say? Scritchy, scratchy, scritchy, scratchy. I don't know what to call that, so I'm calling it scritchy, scratchy. Let me glue that one down because I know that goes there. And this paper is the Cutest Halloween from the mini catalog that's coming out August 3rd to customers. I'm not going to bump the pumpkin up, I decided, but I will put it there. And those I cut out of the paper with the Halloween punch as part of a bundle with the cute Halloween set, cutest Halloween set that I'm using, this one right now. And you can stamp them and punch them, and they have all these little faces and stuff too. But I'm not doing that tonight. And then I think I'm putting the white one down here, which I can stamp a spider in. That's what I'll do. Or a candy corn. Maybe I'll do that. And then this one we're going to just, I think it was this piece. Yeah, this one. This one's going to blend in with the paper. There. And then, let's see. We have a little candy corn, or I'm going to put that little spider on. Where is he at? I think he'll fit. in that white. Although he would have been good up at the top, but yeah, he'll fit right in there. Perfect. It is a cute bundle. I like cute Halloween. I don't really care for scary Halloween very much at all. All right. There we go. And I don't know what I'm going to do on the inside yet because I don't have another piece of white paper cut. You could also, to another idea, I actually had pulled out the black glitter papers coming back, and another thing that would be pretty with this bundle, but I haven't used it with it yet, is the ombre specialty paper in the Gorgeous Grape. I think it is. It goes darker to lighter, so you know the middle colors look a lot like Highland Heather. Down here looks a little bit like Fresh Freesia, so I think that would be pretty with it. And that's the extent of what I have left of my black glitter paper, so I have to use that sparingly. All right, let me show you everything we made tonight. Too many pieces of stuff sitting out here. Hang on. All right, so this is the first one I made to show you how to make the cards I did on the Craft Our Paper Stash Cards collab this morning, but I used a different paper. I used this will be in the Celebration brochure, beautifully penned, which is a black and white version of the hand pen paper. It's a 12 by 12 free with a $50 purchase. And I just stamped one of the flowers in the hand penned black on white paper, die cut it, and used the stamp thanks and put a little bow on. And that's that. So I showed that first. And then the cards we made with the embellishments from the 11th were these. Move this out of the way. I love that one. Really like this one too. And the Christmas one. I only made one Christmas one because the other lights I really cut wrong, so I didn't want to use them. And then because I used picture this here and there, I decided to use the outline piece that I used to cut these black circles out with for that one, which I did ahead of time. And I think on the inside I stamped "You Put a Smile on My Face," and "Trick or Treat" was from the bundle I just showed. And then this is the one we're working on. Now we do have in this suite the cutest Halloween suite, the stars that I just showed. Actually, let's put some of them on this one that we just finished not long ago here. Let's put some of these black stars on. Black stars. Little one. And we can put some of the purpley ones on too. We'll put one right in the middle of there. No, it won't look right now. We'll put it up here. Decisions. And a little one over here. And then an orange one somewhere. Maybe, I think right there. And one more little orange one. I like to use all these colors because there's all these colors in the paper. There, we'll put that one up there. Okay, there we go. So they're part of the cutest Halloween also, and they're called Cute Stars. Thank you, Philomena. Thanks, Heather. You love the first one. This one here. I don't know which was first. This one? Yeah, I really like this one too. And I used the stamp from the Wish for Everything that says, "Wishing you a trick-or-treating, candy-eating, frightful, delightful time." So spooky. And I used that on the inside of this one too. So just different paper from the same pack. And this paper here, I forgot to tell you, is out of the puppy, dog, and kitty one called Sweet Stockings. I will get these names down eventually. I use both sides of it, this on the front and the pool party part on the inside there. And then these other two cards that have the blessed on them, they're from the Heartwarming Hugs paper. And that's the paper I used, which has that on the back. And that's it. That is my night tonight. So, what do we have? Actually, 4 Halloween cards. I didn't really do any fall cards. I really like that first one too. Yep. And then 2 with the picture of this with the paper. 1 Christmas card, because more Christmas will be on the way soon. Christmas in July, which I'm not doing, but I'm making Christmas cards for a different collab. Anyway, and then our 2 blessed cards with the cork paper here and the In Good Taste paper also here. Apples and oranges or peaches, whichever you want to call them. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kim. The red one or the peachy? Which one do you like better? Let me know. I like the red one myself better, but that's just me. And actually, that you could use that for Christmas, I guess, but because it's red and green, right? But I think apples are fall. So, yeah, me too, red. Good morning, G. We're just finishing. So these are the cards just done for today. A couple Halloween and Christmas and fall or Thanksgiving, I guess these could be. Anytime, really. So that's, oh, and this one. This from the black and white celebration paper that's coming up August and September. One thing reminder about celebration when it gets here on August 3rd is that it goes for 2 months, but when certain things are gone, they can't bring them back. So it's going to be while supplies last. So if you have your heart set on getting certain celebration items once you see the celebration brochure, or all us people show you stuff, make sure you get your orders in quickly so that you can get what you want so it doesn't disappear. Because like I said, this time they're doing it differently because it has dies and stamps and things this time. They can't get them back in stock before the end of the 2-month period with the way shipping things are. So it's while supplies last only. I'll put some black kitties out here and a ghost to cover up all the messiness on my mat. Oh. All right, everybody. I will let you all go. Have a great rest of your week. Let's see. Eggplant? No, they don't. They don't have one called Eggplant. That must have been before my time, and I've been with them 3 years now. So they have Blackberry Bliss, which might be pretty close. And they have Rich Raspberry, which is a little lighter. They might be the closest thing we have to an eggplant color. My code will go up July 30th for the month of August. Yes, absolutely. I change it every month. And this one I'm only taking through the 29th of July because I can only leave host codes open about 30 days. Yep. Good night, everyone. Let's see. Did anybody else have a question? Peach. Okay. She likes the peach. One likes the red, one likes peach. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Sorry that's bouncing. I don't know how to stop it from bouncing. There, maybe that'll help. All right, bye. Oh, hang on. I hit the wrong thing. Okay, there we go.